My name is Milteer, and I am the former VP of Broadcast for the Atlanta Association of Black Journalists, which is right under the umbrella of NABJ. And I'm telling you right now, being a woman of color in media has its challenges, but definitely have its rewards as well. I was also a part of an amazing team because I also had a support team, but not everyone's that lucky. So with my challenges, being a woman of color, you are constantly tested. That's just how it is. And sometimes you have a certain type of expectation. A lot of my interviews tend to be around issues of politics, public affairs television, especially when I was hosting the In Contact show. So I'm speaking to other people who are also interviewing me at the same time I'm actually interviewing them. So we have a situation where it's a back and forth feeling even with guests. But I'm telling you, when we got a chance to really sit down and share what was going on, I think that a lot of times people expect women of color in the industry to be really defensive. And a lot we don't share. A lot of times there is a wall that's up, and sometimes it might be a cultural thing, it could be an age, it could have been there's tons of reasons. But I think that once we have a conversation and we're honest with each other, whether or not I am in front of the camera, whether I'm speaking on air with a guest, we need to be able to relate. And I think it's challenging. It's challenging because a lot of times we, as the strong Black woman, we don't share enough as well. We tend to want to deal with things ourselves. We don't ask our team things because we don't want to be, we don't want to look as if we are dependent on them, which we should be. It's okay. I think that we're at a point that we have to realize that being submissive or asking for help or sharing your most intimate failures is a part of it. And the moment we don't do that is the moment that our uphill battle stays going uphill. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with others, and this will also help us basically in media. Our issues can go all the way from politics all the way to motherhood, being a wife, being in the workforce. And I think that it's a part of storytelling. And we just need to look down all the way inside and realize that what we give out is what people will accept. And I know sometimes it can be intimidating, and take it from me, because this is my experiences. People can sometimes second guess you, or you can sometimes not, be open with people because you don't want to be judged. It's okay. And that's the downside to it. It's the downside of being a woman in media, because you are under a lens as well. You're asking the questions and you're supposed to know the answers before, and sometimes you really don't. Sometimes you're really there to listen. And I mean, it's, you're looked at as someone who tends to not have any type of vulnerability. See, that's the issue with this. The issue is to what point do we realize that this is supposed to be a field where we're open, a field where we don't necessarily feel judged, a field where it's not even necessarily about me. It's about the audience. It's about the community. That's what media is. It's an unbiased road that you get a chance to do the most amazing thing. You get to have a conversation with society, with community, with your neighbors, with others, share stories, share information. And I think that we are hardest on ourselves. We're hard on ourselves. And that's across the line, across the board with all industries, but especially in the media, especially as a woman of color. So I say this, you have your rewards, you have your challenges, but at the end of the day, you're in charge. You share, you do the job. Everything else will fall right in place.